Everyone has their own dream growing up. We picture our future selves, some of us with lots of questions and concerns, and some of us with clear goals and determination. K-pop idols are no different. Many of them actually began to pursue their dreams to make it in the K-pop scene at a young age. Here is a girl who has achieved her dream of becoming a singer with her best friend from middle school who shared the same dream. In fact, they are teammates now. Today, we're gonna introduce you to the magical life story of this girl. What would it feel like to be a global artist with your friend? In today's episode of Idol Exploration, we're gonna explore Wheein, a vocalist / the life of the party in top-tier K-pop group MAMAMOO. But wait, pop quiz! Which word did Wheein and hwasa get matching tattoos of? Number 1, resonance. Number 2, relevance. Number 3, elegance. Number 4, excellence. Do you think you know the answer? Then tell us in the comment. We will randomly select one of the subscribers who give us the correct answer as the winner. For today's pop quiz, the winner will receive a copy of Wheein's solo album, Soar. And I'm sure you've already hit the like button, subscribed, and turned on the notification, right? Make sure you do to find out the winner right away when we make the announcement in the community tab on YouTube. Don't know the answer? Keep watching the video and you'll find out. Jung Wheein, professionally known as Wheein, is a member of the female K-pop quartet MAMAMOO. Her cute face looks like a Jindo and a Shiba, both of which are dog breeds, so her fans overseas sometimes call her Puppy. But contrary to her mild face, she is an intimidatingly skilled vocalist with a powerful soulful singing voice. Her real name, Jung Wheein, is quite a unique name in Korea. It was her aunt who named her Wheein. Wheein's aunt, who loved comic books, named Wheein after the character Jo Hee-in from the romance comic book called For the Mermaid Princess. Meanwhile, Wheein's mom went to an art college and studied photographic art, so naturally, Wheein got interested in art. Of all the art forms, music was Wheein's choice, and she began to dream of becoming a singer. She must have inherited the talents of her mom because she's really good at drawing too. She has been friends with hwasa since 8th grade. They both went to Jeonju Sangsim Girls Middle School. The story of how they first met is quite unique. hwasa just walked up to Wheein, almost like a teen drama, and straight up asked her, "You wanna be friends with me?" hwasa later revealed that she was hooked the moment she first saw Wheein introducing herself, and hwasa wanted to be friends with her so badly. At their first encounter, Wheein was actually a little weirded out by how hwasa approached her so eagerly with a yellow headband on. The two later became best friends and shared the dream of becoming singers. They promised each other that they would go to Seoul one day and become singers at any cost. And eventually, Wheein and hwasa both signed with RBW and debuted as members of MAMAMOO. Isn't this like a story of a drama? Now in MAMAMOO, Wheein is the one who most often sings the chorus. She is also considered as the closest member to MAMAMOO's identity. In fact, when RBW was putting MAMAMOO together, the company actually recruited Wheein and hwasa first and then determined the group's identity around them. When singing, Wheein pulls off a variety of singing techniques. She uses a singing method often used by R&B singers overseas outside of Korea, and she makes the songs sound fuller with powerful ad-libs. Many people say that her singing method is very similar to that of Ariana Grande. Besides her group activities, Wheein has done various collaboration projects and released solo albums where she has shown many of her attractive qualities. Her solo song Anymore, released in 2017, topped many music charts right from the day it was released. What's incredible is some of the other huge K-pop stars like Taeyeon and Twice were promoting their songs around that time as well. Wheein became the first member in MAMAMOO to take the #1 spot with a solo song. Her solo song received lots of love throughout 2017. She even won the first place on Inkigayo without ever promoting her song on air. And in 2018, Wheein finally released her first ever solo album titled Magnolia. Wheein participated in every stage of the album production. This included the overall directing of the album, painting the background image in the album cover, contacting singers for guest appearances and the photographer for photo shoots and the post-production. And she went on to release her second solo album, Soar, in 2019, continuing to establish her unique voice and presence in the music scene. Wheein has a voice of great powerful volume, but it appears that she has a relatively weak body. At Mamamoo's first official fan meeting, she tripped over a speaker cord and sprained her leg. She keeps getting into small accidents or becoming ill. Early this year, she got type A influenza, so she couldn't make it to the 29th Seoul Music Awards. Before that, Wheein was absent from KCON 2019 LA, which got Moomoo's worried sick. It was later revealed that when she was waiting to board her flight, Wheein suddenly felt dizzy and not well. After a medical examination, Wheein was diagnosed to be a lot more anxious, more nervous, and more stressed than the average level. Due to this instance, many people criticized her agency for scheduling Mamamoo for too many appearances and promotional activities. Unfortunately, there's another thing that absolutely pains her besides her health issues. It is her family matters. On November 27, 2018, someone wrote a post on the Korean community website Nate that their father's company went bankrupt because Wheein's father didn't pay back the money he owed. However, Wheein's agency stated that Wheein's parents had divorced much earlier in 2012 and that Wheein lives with her mother who got remarried, so Wheein was a victim too. Also, Wheein herself released a statement and explained that she had cut ties with her father long ago. According to Wheein, her father paid no attention to his family and neglected his duties as the head of household. Wheein and her mother constantly suffered from the unexpected debts that he incurred. In her statement, Wheein also said that her mother had to live as a credit delinquent up until a few months ago. Wheein wrote that there had been no interaction with her father for the past few years and that every once in a while he had tried to contact her, but she had never answered. This was really sad since Wheein had to reveal all her private family matters to the public in order to explain her side of the controversy. She also has lots of regrets about her grandma. When Wheein was in high school, her grandma, who had practically raised her, passed away. Now, Wheein is extremely regretful for not being nice to her during puberty when she was overly sensitive. She sometimes talks about this at a fan signing event or a talk show, and every time you can tell she is trying to suppress her feelings as she talks, so clearly it is a heavy, painful thing that she keeps in her heart. Now, on a lighter note, there is something interesting about Wheein when you look at her photos. Do you see it? It's her tattoos, which increase in number one by one as time goes by. There are various tattoos with different meanings on many parts of her body. The most well-known one is the friendship tattoo she got with hwasa on her ankle that says resonance. It means the quality of being loud and clear. Hwasa got the tattoo first, and apparently it was so painful she screamed her lungs out. But weirdly enough, Wheein didn't really find it painful. Wheein later got a tattoo that says La vie est courte, lie long on her left arm, which means life is short, art is long. The tattoo on her right arm is of a picture of a woman with a magnolia flower in her mouth, which Wheein drew herself. The image is a reference to the conception dream her mother had before Wheein's birth. In 2018, Wheein got a tattoo saying Viva la vida on her collarbone and another one saying Sophie, which is her mom's Latin name, except the tattooist messed up and misspelled it to read Sophie. Luckily, the tattoo was erased before long. In 2020, Wheein got a red tulip and mint flower petals tattooed on the back of her left hand. And on the right arm, she got tattoos of vintage butterflies, a crayon line, and a watercolor paint. It's like her tattoos increase in number just as she widens the range of her musical skills with many attractive qualities. Wheein is still in the middle of making her childhood dream come true in a truly kick-ass way. She continues to demonstrate her inborn idleness. Like every time the camera catches her, she either winks or shapes a heart with her hands or does something else. And every time she does that, she steals her fans' hearts. That said, we just can't wait for all the songs and looks she'll pull off in the future. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Please hit the like button and subscribe. If there's any K-pop star you want to know more about, tell us in the comment. For the selected topic, we'll put together a big giveaway event. This has been Doyouram's Idol Exploration. See ya!